Hi there, it's me, Michelle, from When I Grow Up, and I have to start this video by thanking Jess Larson for her fantastic video from yesterday and from 2 weeks or so ago. I knew it was my turn to post pretty much whatever I wanted to today, and I was really worried about it, and until I watched her video from yesterday, I was at a loss. So thank you, Jess, for being so articulate and inspiring and just very clear as to the message you wanted to get across. It was received and well received and really inspired me to put on my makeup earlier than usual and get in front of this camera. So thank you for that. What I wanted to kind of talk about today is where self-care is in my life right now, because I'm having a really big challenge with it. So it's almost like a plea for help as well, even though it's bad marketing for a life coach. But for anyone that follows my blog, you'll know that a few weeks ago I had a series of posts all about overwhelm because my coaching practice had like doubled to tripled over the course of a few weeks. And even though I mentally knew, okay, I was adding all of these sessions to my calendar, I wasn't physically, mentally ready for it. And so when it hit me and my schedule sort of exploded and I just started feeling very anxious, knots in my stomach, being pulled, very thin in a million different directions, all that, wonderful, fabulous stuff. And so I talked about it on my blog and I did a brain dump, and here are all my commitments and here's how long it takes me to do everything. And I knew that the thing that was missing was what made me decide to be an entrepreneur in the first place. And I roll my eyes because I still think I'm an idiot for doing this part of me. But what made me really want to be an entrepreneur is that I wanted control of my life, of my schedule, of my priorities, of, being where I want, when I want, how I want. Even though it doesn't really work like that, I feel very strongly about that. And that I want to work for myself, and I'm just not meant to work for anyone else, and I've resigned myself to that, and that's totally okay and great. And I encourage people to be an entrepreneur if you can think of anything else that you absolutely need to do. Kind of like being an actor. But anyway, I digress. So when I first started thinking about being an entrepreneur, and when I first started envisioning my days as a full-time creative career coach, and this was back when I was working my day job, a million hours a week, I was committed to having an hour of exercise time and an hour of business building, journaling, creative time every day, every weekday. And I didn't mind the long hours. I didn't mind doing coaching sessions at nights, on Sundays, whatever. But I knew that it would be okay as long as I made time for these other things. And to have about 2 hours of me time a week, which isn't that much. And so that's something that really was very motivating for me in order to leave my day job, to create this, full-time woman of the world, as I like to call it, life. And I was doing a good job with that in the beginning, but when my schedule sort of exploded, it all went to the wayside. And it got to the point where I couldn't even give myself the 15 minutes outside it takes for me to drop my laundry off, because I had to be in front of the computer and I couldn't possibly step away. Couldn't possibly even put the dishes from the kitchen sink into the dishwasher. It would take too much time. And it was insane. So I came up with, a very loose week, like time block to my week. And I want to spend, 10 hours a week on social media and 20 hours a week on, my client sessions and my upkeep. And I want to see, and so I blocked it out like that. And I was really good. I put it in my little Moleskine daily planner that I have. And I was really excited. And I went so far as to put lunch in and have it take an hour on this calendar, but I didn't pay attention to it. I didn't follow through with it. I have been better about exercising. I'm definitely making time for that more than I have, but it's not something that happens every day. And when it doesn't happen, I don't give myself that. I haven't given myself an hour for business building or journaling or creative things in a few months. Which isn't good because I've only been doing this full time for 4 months. So Jess Larson really got me thinking as to, what's the disconnect? I know all these wonderful things that she was saying. I know that in order to do my work well, I need to take care of myself. And if I don't take care of myself, I'm going to do subpar work. I know this. I know that being busy does not equal being productive, does not equal being successful, even though that was my MO for a very long time. I know that that's a false belief that I have, but I haven't been able to translate it yet. And I'm still stuck in that place of knowing it, wanting to do it, feeling the need to do it, and not doing it. It's a little scary talking about this. Like I said, it's bad marketing for a life coach, but I have a feeling it's something that you guys know a lot about, and hopefully it resonates with you too. And so I'm going to continue just digging a bit deeper and doing some searching and seeing what it is that's really giving me this block and how I could overcome it. And I'll definitely share that with you. But in the meantime, please share whatever you want in the comments, either something that has helped you or a similar experience that you have. I'd love, love, love to hear it. Thank you so, so much for listening and for being here, being a part of spring. We love it. And happy Friday. Thanks.